Right there. Right there.
Hey, take a fool for that one, boy. He got Frank Martin and Flinch. Man, just finished watching What a Fight Worship with Boxing Fanatic. I'm back with another one. You got Gervonta, Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. The final press conference. As you just seen, Frank Martin and Tank flinched at him. And you seen the reaction from Frank Martin. He was on point now. Don't get it twisted, but this is something we're gonna be talking about.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
So, just finished watching Tank versus Frank Martin, and Earl Spence had a couple things to say at the end of the press conference. But the whole time, Tank and Frank Martin, they was jawing at each other. Man, I'm betting on this fight card. So I'm taking David Benavidez, right? I'm taking Tank, right? I'm taking Carlos Adames, right? I'm taking Sabril Matisse, right? I gotta take my boy Gary Antoine Russell Jr., right? And I'm also taking Ben Whitaker. He fight, but he don't fight on this card. He fight over there in the UK. If y'all gonna want to bet, take my fight card. Trust me, you're gonna win. All right, so let's talk boxing. So, Tank versus Frank Martin. Two southpaws versus, each other. Like I said in one of my previous videos, where they're gonna be jockeying for, probably, hand and foot position, where, we're gonna see that lead foot, that lead hand, they're gonna try to get position, to land their best shot. I think the fighter that make the most mistakes in this fight is gonna pay for it. They both got power, they both got skills, they both got ring IQ, but we already know what Tank coming to do. And we seen Frank Martin get in some tough fights, but we done seen Tank in some tougher fights where, he's down on the scorecard and he come back and put him to sleep. And we seen what Tank did to Ryan Garcia. We seen what Tank did to Mario Barrios. Could Frank Martin do the same thing to both of those guys? I don't know. I don't think so. Frank Martin is a great guy. He's a good fighter. But I just think that Tank is, levels be, beyond him. I'm surprised Earl Spence and, I know I don't want to, you might want to say they homeboys. They like each other. They tolerate each other. But I think, I don't know why Tank ain't fighting back at Earl Spence and, bring up Crawford. You ain't say that in the fight against Crawford. You ain't do that against the fight against Crawford. And, Spence got a fight coming up against Sebastian Fundora, which I don't think he's going to win that fight. I just think he don't. If I was him, that's not a good look for him. Being that Sebastian Fundora, he got the height, he got the reach, and I think he got the power. So, Earl Spence's best game is try to get in close on Sebastian Fundora. But if I was Sebastian Fundora, use my height to my advantage and use my jab to my advantage. Keep Earl Spence out. Don't let him get in. Play that box out game with the jab, with his built-in selfie stick. But with this fight against Gervonta and Frank Martin, I think Tank gonna have to make Frank fight off the back foot, make him fight when he don't want to fight. Make Frank Martin let his hands go, make Frank Martin get a little clumsy with his shots. And what I mean by clumsy, just throwing shots to try to just keep Tank off of him, because Tank just coming at him, and letting his hands go. But I don't think Frank Martin just gonna be, being that the guys that Frank Martin have been in there with ain't been, Tank caliber. They don't compare to Tank. And same thing in, Tank, they haven't been no Frank Martin. So, but I mean, Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia and your boy Hector Garcia, they was good, and Leo Santa Cruz, and a lot of other fighters that Tank done been in there with them pose a lot of threat, but they just couldn't, get the job done. Let's see if Frank Martin get the job done, by having, Derrick James in this corner, teaching him, you know, some of the strategies, some of the game plan that they're going to be coming up with. Can Frank Martin, you know, make some adjustments when it's time to make those adjustments in the fight, you know, during fight time, you know, if he can make those adjustments, you know, we'll see if Tank can make those adjustments. We already know Tank can make adjustments. Tank said he going to split his eye. He going to break his jaw. He might bust his nose. We all know. Break his nose. We all know. This is a fight to be seen. I would love to be at the fight. But like I said, my fight card, if y'all want to bet, take that fight card. Take Benavidez. Take Tank. Take Carlos Adames. Take Sabril Matiz. Take Ben Whitaker. Take my boy Gary Antoine Russell. That's a fight card, and trust me, you gonna hit. Y'all let me know what y'all think, alright? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. One love, one life. I'm out. Peace.